Hey, Devil Wooster again with even more production value. That's right, little music to soothe the savage loser, because that's what I end up being in this game. That's right, son. I lose. Dang it. At least I think I'm pretty consistent in my streak of, well, this isn't a tournament, it's a league, so at least I get to keep playing, but, no matter what kind of streak I'd been on the day before, when I'm playing in a tournament match, I don't think I've went beyond round 2, and I think I only did that once. I don't know. Still, like, tournament nebs come up with, it's just playing one round is actually fun. But, I'd like to stick in for a little longer, to be honest. I have so much fun, playing against you guys out there. Good players. Hey. Now, if I can figure out a way to cheat. That was so funny. I had the contention of Neb's rule that wasn't listed, and I got all uppity about it, and then later when I got back and looked at in my decks, I was within the rules anyway. Yeah, I'm talking a lot because there really isn't much to say about what I kept, what I'm drawing. It's basically the worst of the worst when it comes to countering his stuff. Man, he tends to get the best of the best, and what he ended up getting too this game was that damn Spectre. Did not see one, I say again, in this whole set of games. And I got the full set. That's right. And if I remember right, like I said, it's a jogging memory thing again, but I'm sure he brings out, the Spectre, which I don't want to bounce back to his hand. And there's something else I think he brings. I don't know if it's a Ranger. No, it wouldn't be a Ranger. But I don't mind bouncing. A little life loss. I don't like giving him a card advantage, but, I have to take advantage of my situation and the way the deck runs, and that's the way it runs. You saw that in the last game. It actually worked. I got a little ahead on him. I guess Bo's doing the old heroin up there. Or somebody slowed down time on him in the Twilight Zone. Took him that long to figure out to cultivate. Now, you know what? I can understand that, though. There's probably something else that's really eating up your brain, wanting to jump out of your hand. But, the smarter thing is probably to cultivate and pick that land up. Then again, he's playing against, kind of a control deck, the way I've got this thing set up. So, all in all, I suppose I should be able to understand the pausing to begin with. Which, after I finished commentary on here, of course, this is too late for anyone hearing this now, but I'm going to hop on Steam and play a little bit. I think I might start off with this deck. Because it takes, believe it or not, it actually takes some people by surprise. They really don't expect it, and I don't always run into graveyard decks or weenie decks, so that means I win. A lot. But usually get something that's wanting to play out of the graveyard, unless I get Suffer the Past. Not necessarily the graveyard, but the ETBs, like Bo's got it set up. And then the weenie decks. This thing's almost useless. What am I going to do, bounce a freaking token? Unless they fall behind and only get a couple of tokens out. And especially if they're big ones, bounce a token to non-existence is always fun. But normally not very successful. Yeah, there's that little bastard. Discard. Yep, I'll start discarding some bounce. What am I going to do with Denrova? You know what? I don't even believe I thought about it that evening, if Denrova is a may or must. I'm still not sure. Just sitting here thinking about it. I have to look into that. Well, at least I got to suffer, so. A little damage, a little life, a little exile. Now, the bad thing about that card is if somebody is pulling stuff out of the graveyard. That's another thing, like I said, that makes my deck a little weak. You can only, no matter how many mana you got, you can only hit for their life, and you gain life and exile for as many cards as they have in your graveyard. You can't just pump it up. You know what? I'm making myself sound stupid now because I don't actually know that rule. I've never even tried it. I only considered, it says the exile and then you gain life and all that, you lose his life for number of. I wonder if they had 3 cards in their graveyard, I could play Suffer the Past for 6. Still do 6 damage, gain 6 life, and exile those 3. That's Puzzle, you out there? Layden? Anyone? Bueller? Yep. Denrova. Actually, yeah, there's one of the nice big tokens going into Bye-Bye Land. We're turning it 90 degrees to everything else. See? Watch. Can you grok it, man? Very strange, man. I don't know if it's going on anywhere else in the world or in the country, but I have met 3 or 4 people on a couple of different jobs, and a couple actually people in my office, in my lab, have gotten the same thing that my wife and I did. Basically a 24 to 48 hour where you don't really feel bad. You kind of feel a little weird. If you eat something that doesn't agree with you, it may not stay there, but that doesn't last. But, you know, it seems a couple of minutes, but you lose your voice. Which makes no sense. I was out yesterday. The company that I work for, anyway, never mind. We were, I was inspecting a lot of soil fill to bring the grade up on this dirt for a building pad. And I'm working about, well, I'm just, all there is heavy, loud equipment, you know, and I have to communicate with the operators. Guys couldn't hear me. The louder I try to yell at them, the lower. Okay, yeah, try to hear that when you got a freaking Cat 6. Never mind, boring you with construction stories. It was a D9 with a dual ripper. Damn straight, he was a Chuglin. And you know what? And since you don't care, you know, they call them operators, guys that run, you know, dozers and excavators and all that stuff. And I don't know, it's an inside joke, but hey, for any of you construction guys out there, if you get lost in the woods, you know how to get out? No? What you do is you pound in a bunch of grade stakes, and pretty soon an operator will come along and knock them down and just follow him out. It's for all you surveyors out there, too. Yeah, I know that was bad. Yeah, I do believe, I think it's 16 life. Yeah, that's just one of those games where I think I pretty much resigned myself that, you know, unless I draw something spectacular, I'm going to die. I think at this point, even a couple of rune scars wouldn't help a whole lot. I mean, that might, and I'm pretty sure I don't draw them. Or I do not. Oh, this, you know what? I remember now. I drew Grizz, and I played out Grizz with exactly 8 life. Just one turn shy. That's right, I didn't give up on this game. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to commentate the night that I'm playing. I'd rather not sit here and second guess what I did. Actually, I kind of like to tell you the reasons why I'm doing it for the time being. I've got some good live ones out there from this year's game, but a few just after the fact commentaries also. It's a little easier, a little less information for y'all, and a little less actual, you know, information, you know, any kind of insight on why I made the decision to do something. And you know, hey, I'm a horrible player. I'll be the first to admit it. So, you know, if I give you a good solid reason why to do something, you probably shouldn't listen to me. Oh, the horror. This is where he brings me down to the magical number 8, or Chumpy Chomp. Sorry, the screen's really small from here. I need to get a video editor where I can actually maybe just sub out the playback to a second screen. That would be a good idea. I'm glad I'm not like on a normal PC-sized. I'm using an HD TV, or I wouldn't even be able to tell what cards I played. There he is. Grizzy Grizz. So, somewhere between not being able to afford to cast him and next turn, yeah, I lose magical 4 life. And I don't know why I did that in hindsight. Dang, I should have saved in Rovida to block. That way, I would at least have that much life left. more to play Grizz with, but I don't think it would matter. I mean, Grizz, 1 turn earlier, with or at least having the mana 1 turn earlier, could have made a big difference in this game. Could have allowed me to use him to block. Instead, if I remember right here, I get forced to sack him and just kick off his card draw ability and my life loss before I have to get rid of him. So yeah, even getting rid of him 1 turn earlier. With what I drew, see, Bo is now seeing it for the first time too. Has no idea what I drew out of it, and it was a fun game. What the hell? The magical horned god of draw. Now, what's he throw out to sack it with? Something coming. Oh, it's a monstrous for Arbor Colossus. That's what it was. So, hey, give me my draw. I had to pause for a minute because I'm like, where are my cards? Well, I forget they come in after your step there. Yeah, look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Nah, I don't get a chance. Anyway, Bo, great games, man. Good playing with you. Thank God it's a league. We move on. That means Bob. We played before, but you haven't accepted my friend's request, so let's get on it, man. We're in week 2 right now. I need to play you, or I'm just going to play Fel Batista tomorrow night. Good luck, guys.